I left stream last night in disappointment, in shame, in sadness. I was so sure they were going to drop a leak. Not a leak, a list. Because it was the end of the sale. I thought it could be a thing. One day later, who else was talking about it? I knew it. Konami brain. You all have Konami brain. I just need to arm Messiah. You stop Slayer. So noob is Escaroba. Yes, and I'm just as much of a fraud as Esparoba is. I'm Esparoba to the T. You know, with my whiny voice, with my psychic powers, I'll be able to determine the state of the duel. No, we gotta see Duel Links so ridiculous. Okay, so we started the stream at 12:40. It's been 10 minutes. We've tried to spread the word. It's been put in Discord. We got who we got. We got pretty much the core people in here. We're gonna start. Zing! X-Zing 1! That's what I'm talking about. Duel Links noob is Duel Links Messiah. You stop it. Okay. My friends, you know what my predictions are. You know what my predictions are about slapping up Alistair, putting him to 3 and we're gonna hit, and we're gonna correction of notice. Let's look at this first. Correction of notice. Some of the notifications were incorrect, and those are in red. So it's Jester Panic. We have that card already. What else did they change? Oh, that's right. This bottom one was empty. Playmaker. Yeah. That was actually figured out. They were able to like look at the data and stuff. They just didn't have the term in there. Okay, yeah, that's nothing. Okay, you all know what my thoughts are. We've talked about this extensively, so let's just jump in. Okay. When are we going into effect? Sometime between October 13th and the 15th. Pretty soon. Middle of next month. All right. About skill rebalancing. So here's the wait. Please check details. Okay, so these are the skills I'm gonna do about limited. Okay, so these are the two. We're doing list first. Limit 1, Star Blast. Give it to us. I really try to dodge using profanity at all in this. Fucking God bless you, Konami. Thank fucking God. Holy shit. Oh my God. God bless you. This. Can I get the True Nade? No, they can't give me no True Nade though. They can't give me True Nade. I take what I get. You always ask for more. This is the same in Duel Links as in TCG. You ask for more, you get less. You know what? I asked for Okay, well, we haven't gotten to 1 yet. Okay, this is Cyberstein's necessary. They just don't like it. This card's forbidden. It's activated on turn 1. Severely limit the abilities to play the deck. They probably still find that, like, you know what? This is still too jank. This is still too unfair in the Duel Links format. So we're just gonna get rid of it. I love you, Konami. I love you. Thank you. It still exists in the game. You can still have your duel rooms with it. But exactly, you play this card, you mill half your deck. It's awful. I was asking for this. I was also asking for a ban on Tretch and True Nade. But the True Nade campaign continues. I'm gonna just peek it, chat. Yeah, these are the first banned cards. These are the first banned cards in the game. Yeah, draw half your deck is basically, and I've gone on and on about it. And these are both card trader cards. I think who was saying that? Yeah, Illuminati. Yeah, these are card trader cards, so it's just whatever. And we're taking our time with this. To the extent that victory is almost certain, exactly, because there are just too many cards in game. You can't just mill half your deck. That you accrue so much card advantage. Or activation. There's so many things you can do. Grass and Greener, it's a fundamentally broken card. The same with Cyberstein. I think True Nade should go in this lot, at least for now, and eventually come off. Grass should never come off. Grasses should always be forbidden. Can I get Star Blast? Oh, damn! Okay. Well, Konami, because we talked about Needlebug Nest the other night too. They paid attention to this because I think the player who got number 1 in the world, like number 1, number 2, whether you talk about -1, whether he lost in the September KC Cup, because we're recording this on, this is in U.S. Central Standard Time, this is 12:44 on Monday, September 28th. We talked about, Star Blast, two degenerate, 2 very skilled to use, and that's what I was saying. It wasn't people were talking about like, oh, they need to nerf the skills. They need to nerf the skills. The skills ain't the issue. The skills are not the thing. The problem is people being able to use a card like this to get access to these skills, which are implemented to be like high life point costs, which in those cases were Ojama Overflow, which were access denied, which were access denied, Ojama Overflow, and Bandit to a lesser extent. Ojama Overflow and access denied were the core. But it's like, no, the problem's Star Blast, and people were pining for hitting those skills. It's like, no, this is garbage. This card is inherently a problem. Needlebug Nest and the Sheer Nui, like degeneracy, like, because again, it's been what I'm saying. It's similar. They even say it. They even say it right there. This card was limited, as in some decks, because there's more and more cards. And I was saying, like the plethora just keeps growing. The amount of cards that are going to be in game because we've seen them already. Printed in TCG, OCG, where you just accrue insane amount of advantage. Like in the discard, you might as well have drawn them. Like, it's essentially the same. So good hits. I am satisfied. So far. Okay, no, this is good. This will be limited to weekend strategies. I had somebody in the KC Cup try to do this to me. It didn't work. I either like destroyed it or I'm trying to remember, but I'm just like, what? This seems degenerate. But this card will be limited to weekend strategies to hinder opponent's ability to summon by special summoning tokens to their side of the field. Can you tribute them? Special summon 2 gift fiend tokens to your opponent's side of the field. You can tribute them. What are they? They're level 3. Select 1 tuner monster in your graveyard and special summon its effect negated. Okay, yeah, I agree, and this was less of a problem in the TCG. This was less of a problem in the TCG because they have more field spell zones, and it's 2, and you know that they have 5. It's more of a problem here. Your fields are going to get more clogged up, and the field space you have is valuable, especially going to the XYZ era, because we're getting Xyz in just a couple days, tomorrow technically. This is a good call. This is similar to this is probably less degenerate than the give and take with Raw. But no, this is a good hit. It was okay earlier or before in the game because people were doing more like tribute summons or fusions. But now, I mean, for synchro summons, pretty much you require the field in most cases. I mean, there's like Spectral Sword and other ones that can like synchro in your hand or field in hand. But no, that's a good hit. Those are good hits. Can we hit solar powered for limit 2? Gold Sark. They're moving Gold Sark. Okay, this card will be added to the limit 2 list along with Charge of Light Brigade. They're moving Charge too. Okay. That means I do that when I'm happy. I do that when I'm overboard. Okay. That's really, really, really good. Konami, you're making my dreams come true. Konami, you're making it hard for me to ever say a bad thing about you ever again. Oh, mama. This card's so they're moving Gold Sark with Charge. Okay, we're tightening the limitation of this card as it strengthens variant decks that utilize graveyard instead of letting less diversity in the metagame. I love you, Konami. I love you. Newbie boy loves you. I'm the biggest noob, and I'm the biggest fan. People, I haven't looked at the chat even because I'm worried about what I'm going to see. Everybody out here simping, talking about simping. I'll simp for Konami. I literally be like the new cards. I just take out my wallet. I just take out my wallet, and I'm like, Konami here. Konami, just take my money. I simp. I'm a Konami simp because that right there. And Charge, and so I was asking. My prediction theory is like, okay, well leave Charge. Can you put solar powered to limit 2? This works. They're not doing that, but this works because they're taking it from 3, they're putting charge to 2, which they exactly said it here. We're tightening this because Lightsworn Mill Engine is put in too many decks. This strengthens again those graveyard, and so it's like, yeah, and I'm sick of the graveyard oppression. I'm sick of graveyard being every and anything. And Gold Sark is following it because they don't want people to be able to play more. They don't want people to play Charge of Light Brigade and Gold Sark in tandem. Okay, that's wonderful. I will take that over putting Solar Powered on the list. That's fine. There we go. We're talking about this. They don't want Kamakuri to have limit 2 lists, especially Trunade. This needed to happen. I'm really going to shout out more my boys Edu, Your Mom, and Epic Stab in our conversations about this in chat. Drawing attention to the fact that the Kamakuri is a hit. Right now it's tier 1 on Robert Taney's list, or his top player council's list, Duel Links meta. And part of the reason is because they have access to generic limit 2 cards, namely Trunade. But I mean, it would be or could be just as bad, for them to have access to an Econ or Nanishi's an essential card of the deck. Definite one to hit. We were talking about whether they would hit Nanishi or Merchant, were 2 of the big cards we were talking about, because they wouldn't hit Kuzumin. Kuzumin's the other big card, but they just released that. Nanishi's an older card they're going to usually hit an older card. Very appreciated. Bless you, Konami. It keeps going. Konami, I'm gonna make out with you. I'm gonna make out with you right now. Oh my God, God bless you. We are getting a new meta. I've not been looking at chat right now, but I can't. We are getting a new meta. This is one of the steps they're doing to get rid of, because, I mean, so long as Neos Fusion's still on the list, they are addressing and getting rid of Invoke Neos as a deck. Very necessary, very good, I like it. I'm going to need some more, though. BBC. Edu, I know you're going to say something in the chat. I can't look at the chat. Okay, I want to peek. They're hitting BBC. They're hitting BBC. They're taking a swipe. Okay, Invoke Neos. They're smacking the hell out of it. BBC. They are hitting it so hard. Black Wings. This needed to happen. My theory, my want was just okay. You wanna mess with the consistency. You wanna, I just hate the. I want more with Black Wings. My idea, and everybody, namely like Edu, Your Mom, Epic Stab, G.I. Jinsu, Illuminati. There were a bunch of people in chat who was like, "Isn't that a bit Thalrin? Isn't that a bit much?" To really inhibit the deck from being played, because I hate the glass cannon that it is. I'm like, can you put Blackbird close and Simoon both on the limit 3 list, since they're both main box URs? But again, they're getting the lower ready. Look, SR. Granted, this is a UR to 2, but it's not a main box. Gold Sark ain't a main. It's in a structure deck, so they're okay with hitting it. I mean, this helps. Extremely difficult for players to deal with the counter trap and be activated from the hand. So they're basically saying, because what's already on the list, so long as it's still on there, is Squall, level 1 tuner. You can special summon Rakiri the Rain Shower, and Rakiri and Squall. Okay, that's it. Those are the limit 2 cards. And that keeps them from using like Trunade, which they were, back in November of last year. It's very good. I want more from Black Wings, though. Okay. That's interesting, putting Witchcrafter Holiday 2. Previously, they had I was wanting to know the history of this. They had an emergency. So Witchcrafter, so this is September. Witchcrafters just got introduced instantly, top tier meta deck in July. What this really changed, and the emergency banned put Witchcrafter. And the reason they have to do this makes sense, is because charges to 2. That's really going to hurt. and that's it. Okay, and then we go to 3. That's really gonna hurt Witchcrafters. Because Witchcrafters I didn't think was like the worst deck or anything. But Witchcrafters have really relied on the Charge of the Light Brigade Lightsworn Mill Engine to accrue graveyard advantage. So putting Witchcrafters too, and that cuts them off too from using like things like Machine Angel Ritual Econ, which were other things that the deck really wanted to utilize. So that's hitting them in limit too. That's hitting Witchcrafters hard in the pocket. I'm not complaining at all. I'm not a fan of the deck. No, because they decided to move Charge from 3 to 2, and because Charge moved, that's why Gold Sark came and Witchcrafter Holiday, because those were the concerns. They're like, well, if we move this, these have to come with it, and that's fine. That's fine. Look, have we ever had? I mean, granted, I've only been playing the game since like September, August of 2018, but all the time I've been playing, I've never seen a Limit 2 list this long. Well, I mean, I've never seen I think the most Limit 1 that, well, maybe they've had 3 before, but we've never had ban cards. So we have our first bans. We have these added to Limit 1, which is absolutely incredible. Okay, and these are Limit 2. I would love for Blackbirds to get hit more, but maybe it'll see less popularity. Maybe less people will be playing them because this is hit. Because now it's basically saying, okay, you have to choose between playing Squall, and it is going to inhibit them, and that's a good point. And I think Edu and Epic Stab and Thalrin and Your Mom were all saying this. It's like, look, Dueling Snoob, Squall and Rakiri the Rain Shower are already on the Limit 2. Squall is a big deal because it's the only level 1 Blackwing tuner you can special summon that you can synchro Simoon off with. Because otherwise they're just stuck with Simoon, which is between if they have the field spell active 16 to 1800 attack, which isn't as big of a problem. So now with Blackbird close, they have to struggle more. So okay, Blackwings. But everybody knows we're not going to 3 yet. I'm not going to look at chat. Everybody knows that my biggest cry, my biggest like thing. I mean, I want to see some Shiranui stuff. So we're hitting Invoked Neos. I thought that was going to be more on the Limit 3 list. We're hitting Shiranui, right? I mean, not Shiranui. I want to see Shiranui hits, but what I want above all this, the king is Alistair the Invoker. And I've been saying, good God, I've been saying for months, 6+ months, Alistair got to go to Limit 3. You want to solve the problem, you take Alistair and you put him on the Limit 3 list. Because he's a main box UR, and that's the best you can do with it. We gotta look. We gotta see. We gotta decide. Konami, can you do me right? I want to see some Shiranui action happen. That's the only other thing I really want. I really try. I'm almost 30. I really try to dodge and not have profanity be an element of the channel or anything else. But Alistair players, y'all can eat shit. That feels good. Y'all can fucking eat shit. That feels so good. Oh my God. Because I'm gonna be honest with y'all. We're gonna take a special. Oh, chat. We're gonna take a special minute for Alistair the Invoker. This is an engine. Alistair the Invoker is an engine capable of being like, oh look, what is it? Edu likes to mess with me. All of them like to mess with me, especially Edu. Or Edu in this particular way. He sends me a list. He's like, hey, Dueling Snoob, you play a lot of rogue decks. You try to advocate for rogue decks on the channel. Look at that. You like aliens, right? I'm like, oh, I love aliens. I wish they were better. I wish they were like more viable, like rogue viable. So Edu, he sends me this Duel Links meta list of somebody submitted, being like, "Hey, I got to King of Games with this list." And he's like, "Look at this alien deck list I sent you," and just hanging out in the deck list are just 2 Alistairs. And there's like, I don't know, a couple of Invocation Fusions, and then the extra deck is all, because the alien archetype, they have like different attributes so they can work with this. And see, and that's what people would do. They'd take things like Roids or anything else, and they'd be so degenerate with it. Just disgusting. Alistair the Invoker is an engine, and like with all very powerful engines that are able to be able to tech like into things, like it's just been in this dominant like inhibiting, and I'm very passionate about rogue decks, just inhibiting play for anybody else. Like having to tech him in is just disgusting, and now this will inhibit or cause people to use their brains more. This was so necessary. This was just so needed. My heart. You have done, Konami. You wanted to keep me as a player. You want to keep this channel afloat. You wanted to do these other things. This needed to happen. This is one of the happiest. This is one of the happiest days I have ever had in playing this game. This day, this moment right here, because finally we're doing something about this. This guy's been running around for a whole year without anything, and because for a long time they were trying to like create this divorce settlement between Alistair and the Sabers, so they kept hitting the Sabers. They kept, they're like Palace to 3, Cyclone to 3, Mallow, the fire attribute Saber, we'll put him to 1, to try to split this apart. So people then took Neos, then Fusion Neos as an engine, and they married, and then that's where Alistair and Neos got married, and that's why Alistair and Neos got up, and people were still finding ways, because there's so much synergy between Sabers and Alistair. It's abused, it's disgusting. He's a card in a strategy that doesn't incentivize in any way more, because we try to focus on creativity, we try to emphasize being more inventive and having more love for your deck. But you shouldn't have to tech the Alistair engine or the Lightsworn Mill engine into your deck, because sure, you can't draw a million cards, but I can only play like graveyard oriented cards, because sure, Konami in the game doesn't give us like this insane draw power, but if you can throw all these cards in the graveyard and utilize them, you can accrue insane advantage. Exactly, leading to less diversity in the metagame. So called for, so needed. God bless you, Konami. God bless you. Oh, this shit was disgusting. Okay. So, very happy about this. I hope they do something still with Shiranui, and I hope that I'm sick of Sabers. I hope that Limit 3, that it's still on the list, that Palace of the Elemental Lords is still at 3. No, that's it. Are they going to do anything about Shiranui? Are they addressing it? Do they feel it was it? They're just putting it through, no longer on the list. So they're taking Dark off. Okay, this card will be unlimited due to limitation for... So they think hitting... Okay, that's okay. I think that's okay. I played Thunder Dragons. I think it's cool. I think what really broke the deck was the fact that what was this? Was Charge. Because what people were doing was they were utilizing Goldsark, Charge, like 3 copies each. No, I think Gold at 2. Yeah, I think that makes... I agree with them. I think that'll make Thunder Dragon him again. Okay, yeah. Malo's no longer necessary to be up there because they're putting Alistair to 3. I think that's fine. I mean, I could end up eating my words later, but no, I agree. Don't scare me. Konami, we can be friends. We can be friends, Konami. Yeah, this is good. Yeah, this is good. I'm okay with. I'm happy with this. I'm happy with this. That still leaves. Yeah, Peace Shiranui invoked. I mean, that wasn't seeing like a ton of play or anything else. This is fantastic. And this little boy, this sinful, insolent man, is going to stay on this list for so long. Oh, he ain't coming back in a year. Oh, this boy is just, you stay in prison. And you know what? I'm going to love every single day of it. Oh, you have no idea. I hate you so much. Oh, Oh, I have no mercy. I have no sympathy. I have no sympathy at all. Oh, you get on there. It's our time. You're done. It's bye bye. Oh, I'm not super hating, but you can go there too. Oh, you can too. Yep, you can. Y'all can take a hike. Oh, that feels so good. Ooh, this is the best ban list. This is the best, hands down, the best ban list in the 2 years I've been playing this game. Oof. Yeah, it feels good. We're not done yet. We'll come back to it. We're talking about, but let's look at skills. I mean, I don't know anything that's like super crazy. Maybe they'll touch switcheroo. Maybe they'll do a show of nightmares. I know. Epic Stab was brought up as like, yo, Necro Valley on the field. I mean, you can play one charge, go to the graveyard, show of nightmares, like get another one, play it again. It's ridiculous, which is very fair. Maybe they'll address. They might change how the skill works for the Blue Eyes players. Alternative Evolution isn't the worst or anything. I mean, other than that, maybe they'll buff some skills. Restart. You know what? This is a hit. This is a hit on Kamakuri's. The activation condition for this skill will be more difficult, as it increases the occasion of getting a winning hand. Okay, there's the other hit. There's the other hit for Kamakuri's in their current. Oh, the activation condition for the skill will be more difficult. They're going to boost it to 1500 and increases as it increases chances of getting a winning hand. Bandit. Oh my! The activation condition for this skill will be more difficult, as more cards that let players reduce their life points has been added to the game since the addition of the skill. Because they're like, okay, well, they probably were playtesting it in the R&D, and they're like, okay, well, Star Blast is a one-card easy way to get to this, but aren't there like enough or other things where this could be really abused? This is more of a preemptive hit, because people were abusing Access Denied and Ojama Overflow, I feel, more than Bandit. I mean, it was kind of like nebulously like in that category. This might be a little bit more preemptive. That needed to happen. Shadow Game. A condition will be added. Okay, they're tired. They're tired. They're tired. They're sick of this. Oh, well, Konami, you all have been busy. This is Christmas. This is Christmas. I have not been this happy in quite a while, chat. I am. This will be added to the skill to ensure that it does not single-handedly ensure victory. Okay. They're gonna add requirements that for the deck have to be added for you to be able to run this, aren't they? The activation for this skill will be more difficult as it greatly reduces the interactivity of duels. It does. It really does. The activation condition for this skill will be more. Yeah, they're done. They're just done with the abuse of people doing this. It will be difficult as it makes it impossible for the other player to win when used early on. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. Unless you just happen to have an econ. Good luck, mate. Like there is no. It's just degenerate. Activation of this skill will be more difficult as more cards that let players send spell cards to the hand will be out of the game since the addition of this skill. 100%. Yep, that's Moth to the Flame. Yeah, okay, they want more people to be able to use this. Yeah, this skill is ridiculous. It still may not, depends on what they do. Some character exclusive skills to make them easier to use. Okay, they're just saying, okay, after like lockdown, that's Sarah and Agami skill, I believe. Red Ice Fusion. Well, I'm interested in that. Red Ice for life. Oh, boys, Red Ice. Red Ice for life. Red Ice for life. We're strengthening some character exclusive skills. Okay, what are they doing? Restart. Can only be used once after starting hands are dealt. Okay, that's the same. Redraw your hand. Your first draw was picked if you use a skill. Okay, all that text is the same. Here's the difference. This skill will not activate if your deck does not contain 7 or more copies each of spell and trap cards. Interesting. Is that and that's how they best decided like to inhibit Kamakuri or other things too in the future? 7 or more copies each. So you have to have, oh, that's not really gonna hurt. You have to have 7 spells and 7 traps in addition to your first draw being just being skipped. Bruh. Because they're realizing too, in the future, there's just gonna be not directly, but like Kamakuri's, because they're seeing this that Kamakuri is just the tip of the iceberg. With more cards they're gonna port in, skipping your draw, like it's Kamakuri's today's specials Kamakuri, but further down the line, there's just going to be more decks that are going to be able to just out-resource your opponent by doing insane draws. So they'd see more people gravitate towards restart. So they're putting the restraint of it of be like, okay, you can use restart, but your draw's going to be skipped, and you got to run a lot of spells and traps. The 7 traps especially. People be like, okay, 7 spells, but 7 traps. Like, as they're recognizing the direction the game is going in. I like it. 1500. That was, who was it? Edu, Epic Stab, Your Mom, Fowrin. I think at least you guys definitely were theorizing this, that Jia Gensu. I think a lot of you guys were theorizing that, yeah, it was going to be 1500. Because it used to be 1 Cosmic Cyclone, you go pop in 1, take out another. Yeah, return 1 to your hand, draw another. Ooh, once per duel? Switcheroo was a twice per duel skill, once per turn. Once per duel. Konami's mad. You meta jerks. You meta jerks. You made mom and dad mad. You made mom and dad mad. Look what you made them do. Look what the meta players. It's that Godfather meme. It's just like look what that Godfather meme. Look what they did to my boy. They massacred him. Yeah, they did. Cause you're assholes. You're being degenerate assholes. So yeah, that's very called for. Bandit. This is a happy day for me. Can be used if your life points are at 15 or below. What is that higher? No, I think it used to be. It still was. It's 15 or below. It's been a while since. Again, like you wouldn't seen like a prolific amount of. Or I wasn't at least running into it. Return one card from your hand to the deck. Then select 1 set card in your opponent's spell and traps, and then steal it. Okay, so they keep the essence of it, and so like I believe it's still like 1500 or below. That's what it was before. But now you have to give up a card, and it has to be in your hand. So it can't be like a dead card on the field or something. I like it. I think it's cool. I think that's okay. Shadow Game. At the end of the turn, both players lose life points equal to the number of the cards in the graveyard times 100. Maximum of 400. And then the skill will not be applied to players. Konami, I love you. Yeah, because I've said it before, and y'all get angry, and if you don't like it, get out here and stuff. Burn deck is stupid. It's stupid. There's no skill. It's just this brainless, like, inhibit your opponent's ability to play. You're gonna have to be, and they're also making you have to get more advantage. The other thing is too, this is a little preemptive, as they've already said that they're going to be. They've been skittish. They've held back a lot, and people have been complaining about like lackluster product releases for the last like 6+ months. That burn damage can be more and more can be introduced now because the burn damage nerf. So people could still play this. I think this will still be playable, but it's just not going to do everything that they thought. They're like, oh, Konami hates me. They're hitting Lava Golem and they're hitting Shadow Game. It's like, yeah, because it's stupid. It's ridiculous. It's skillless. It's inane. So yeah, that I'm happy with this. Access denied can be used from your 5th turn and onward when you have 1,000 or less life points. So you have to wait for your 5th turn. Okay, I think the same activation here. When you have 1,000 or less life points, the 5th turn's new. Until the end of your opponent's next turn, neither player can summon an effect monster nor activate the effects of their monsters. Okay, yeah, and then once per duel. It was once per duel before. But this 5th turn and onward, that was like the Joey Wheeler, like you would discard 2 cards and then like roll a die and like up to 6 you could like draw 6 card. It's been a while. It's been since like early 2019 that people use that. But yeah, no, they hit it. No good on Konami's coming. Konami's coming for y'all. Like this has been garbage. They let you run, you little cretins run around, and now they're coming for you. And I love it. This is good. Like, oh man, I can't do that anymore. Ojama Overflow. This skill can be used from your 5th turn onwards. Yeah, okay, they're implementing the same change. When you have 500 life points or left, place as many copies of Ojama tokens as you can on your opponent's side of the field in the defense position once per duel. So again, the 5th turn business. So I don't know if you guys saw it when I was in the stage 1 of climbing to stage 1 of the Casey Cup, and I was playing the Vendreads, and the guy goes first, and he's Chaz, and so he Star Blast his Madame Vare, and he like special summons her on the field. Activates Ojama Overflow, so like nerfs like the field. So it's basically like, okay, I have an effect monster negate, and it's Madame Vare, and your field is flooded with monsters that you can't tribute. For a tribute summon, you can't like summon it like especially in a synchro summon 2B XYZ Xyz summoning. Very degenerate. I mean, I was lucky I had an Econ in my hand, but I mean, Econ's on limit too. Like what? You don't draw an Econ, like you're stuck? 100% needed. Show of Nightmares. This might make my dear friend Epic Stat happy. Can be used if you have 3 or more spell cards in your graveyard. I think that's the same. Add 1 random spell card, it was random before, from your graveyard to your hand. Then return. So they're keeping track. They're policing the card advantage. Return 1 card from your hand to your deck. Skill can only use 1 per duel. I love you, Konami. They're like, look, it's Moth to the Flame. Yeah, what are we doing with this? What are we doing? Okay, the speed of the turn count for Petit Moth you control, equipped with Cocoon of Evolution. Still probably not going to use it. Goes twice as fast. That was the same as before to this skill. In addition, if you control Petit Moth equipped with Cocoon of Evolution, add the following cards to your hand from outside your deck: Larvae Moth, Great Moth, Perfectly Ultimate Great Moth. Well, nobody's going to use it, but I'll use it because it's silly and I like it. So everyone in chat, I'll be using Moth to the Flame, if you're wondering, and I'll be clapping left, right, and center with the power of Petit Moth and Great Moth. Afterlife Lockdown. What are y'all doing? Can be used when you control a cubic monster. Okay, I think that's different from what it used to be. I could be wrong. During this turn, opponent's monsters destroyed in battle will return to the owner's deck instead of their graveyards. The skill can only be used once per turn, twice per duel. I think the cubic part's different. Again, I could be wrong. Okay, interesting. Yeah, inhibiting them from being able to go to the graveyard. I mean, maybe people will mess with it. But again, cubic monsters in the current meta. Ooh, help me out, Konami. Make me excited. Blow me out of the water. Red Eyes Fusion. This skill needed help. Can be used if your life points are at 24 or below, at 2400, Red Eyes attack. Return 1 Red Eyes card. So any card with Red Eyes in it, any Red Eyes archetype card. So your spell, trap, monster from your hand, or 1 Red Eyes Black Dragon from your graveyard to your deck. Easily have a Red Eyes Black Dragon in your graveyard with cards like Red Eyes Instinct, Red Eyes Fusion, and add a Red Eyes Fusion from your deck to your hand. That's better. That is better. Skill can only use once per duel. Very fair. Yeah, that's better. That's better. It's better than what it was. I'm very happy.